next is a Frenchman in charge of the award-winning restaurant, the Vineyard in Stockcross. It's Daniel Galmiche. So, welcome back, Daniel.
Hello, James.
The dish is a sort of a brasserie classic, isn't it, really?
It's out of my book, actually, and it's a tradition.
Get that one in.
Tradition. Yes, I need to. But it's
too long. Book out.
So it's
yes,
I know. It's called a French brasserie cookbook, actually. Yeah. Very nice too. No, and it's home stroke brasserie because a lot of people do it at home as well.
Right.
So I really like that and think it's
right. You want
really
me to do the old
tasty
the
and everything. So I'm going to marinate the legs.
Now this sort of confit in there, you can confit most meats, but the traditional one would be duck that they do over in France.
And you can do pork as well, obviously. Yeah.
But the key is the salting. Now, you don't measure the salt, do you?
No, I don't. I just sprinkle, and when it's all covered on the surface, I'm just...
But you're using sea salt, not sort of table salt, but...
Yeah, I prefer that, actually, yeah. But you can use both, you're correct.
But a measure, if you're doing a bit, is about
15...
50 grams of salt per kilo, yeah?
Yeah, but that's right, yeah.
Of duck legs, so you'd measure the...
Yeah, otherwise you've had that before, I'm sure, it's become really too salty, yeah. So I press it down a little bit, so it's going to really...
So in there you've got garlic clove on each one?
Garlic clove on each one, a little bit of thyme and the salt.
OK. And how long would you salt that for then?
You can leave it overnight if you want as well, or if you're short of time, 3 to 4 hours, it's fine.
Sounds good.
Daniel, are they British or French duck legs you're using?
Sorry?
Are they British or French duck legs?
That's Barbary duck.
Cool.
Barbary duck? And like you said, if you were doing pork, what kind of pork would you use? A lot of people do the belly pork.
Belly, I would put, pork belly, yes.
Yeah. But you can confit that
nice
exactly
because it's a bit fatty as well, and it's nice. So that's what we've done now. We're going to rinse it. That's my water, actually. A little bit to take the excedent of salt, so you can see that. Change a bit of colour as well now, because it's almost... It's a start of curing a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
You know confit, I thought confit was when it's been packed in its own fat.
It's the process of salting it and cooking it in fat.
Yes, that's right.
This is the next bit. So the salt bit's the first.
You find you're kind of cans and jars, that's the whole process.
Right, so we've not got to that.
Head of the game now.
I didn't really know what confitting was. Right. But it turns out I do.
OK. So here we go.
So you've dried off the legs, yeah? Wash the salt off.
Wash the salt off, dry the legs.
Yeah.
Goes in the pan there. Should be
right. And you want that straight away.
I'm going to pour the fat,
Now, it may appear a lot of sort of duck fat or goose fat you can get now. But you can reuse it all.
Yeah, absolutely, you can reuse it.
How many times can you reuse that?
And you make sure it's covered nicely. And you can cook or on the top like this, or in oven. So 80 degrees, 3 to 4 hours in the oven, or simmer on the top for 3 to 4 hours too.
Now, the way that you would do this is to cook it, leave it to cool, and then that's how the process of...
That's right.
How it...
Yeah, they stay there because they cook very gently for a long time.
But in terms of leaving it in the fridge, that's how it can sit in the fridge for,
you can
weeks.
leave it in the fat for days, for weeks, actually.
Yeah. And then reusing the fat? How many times would you do? 5 or 6 times?
You can, yes, absolutely. Yeah. So that's the result we've got there.
Right. Now, these are very, very delicate. These are ones that are a bit in fat. So you gently cook these for 3 hours?
Yes. Yeah. And after that, you can let them cool down while you're cooking your lentils.
Right, I know you want to get the lentils on, so...
Lentils are going to go on. So, three lentils. Here.
There you go. Now, the pre-lentils cook very quickly. There's no need to soak those.
No, you don't need any more to soak.
Yeah.
Well covered with water.
And you want these in as well, yeah?
OK, yeah.
The carrots.
A little bit of carrot in it, yes.
Yeah.
That.
I've got the touch of garlic.
We're going to do a smaller bouquet garni with some string.
That's me. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just tied up a little bit.
So the garlic's gone in there as well.
Yeah.
Now, you could use red lentils if you wanted for this. They're both cooking similar sort of time difference, but the classic ones.
Yeah, the flavour is...
The pre-lentils.
Is really different, so...
Yeah, they've got a really nice nuttiness to them, haven't they?
This one, yeah.
Now, the areas of France, there's different sort of brasserie dishes that come from different areas. Where would you look at this one?
More southwest.
Southwest?
Yes. So we call it Gascony, a little bit, yeah.
Because the book that you've done is all about literally like this, isn't it?
Yes, and it's correct. Yes, I made a relation between home dishes and brasserie dishes, and lighten the dishes a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So how long do you cook those? You cook those lentils for how long?
About 12 minutes to 14 minutes.
Right. And then we've got some that I've got on there. Now, this duck is the way that you actually prepare this duck after this. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, because... So the duck has been confit, we've done it overnight, after that confit, after that ready in here, and after that I roast it and brush it a little bit with honey. Right. So it gives a really nice colour on the skin, crunchiness and taste on the skin, and I really love that.
But you're going to pan fry and cook this rather than roast it in the oven?
That's correct.
But you could, if it allows it to cool down, you would then flush it through the oven?
You can.
It's still warm?
Absolutely, and even on the grill actually you can do that.
Right.
So I'm going to pick it up there. It's quite delicate, obviously, now, because it's...
Now, you're cooking at the Vineyard, which is...
the Vineyard Stockcross.
Newbury area.
Type of... it's a relais chateau, lovely small book.
But as well as its food, it's got a direct relation with wine as well, hasn't it, really?
Correct, that's the reason it's called the Vineyard. And actually, we're doing a big refurbishment to really show the connection with our wine in California. So
but particularly the cellars.
Yeah,
you've got an amazing wine list there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Actually, talking about that, we're going to do a massive vault and a walking cellar. Right. Ultra modern with glass, transparent. You can see completely the whole cellar underneath. It'll be brilliant. So we're brushing a little bit on the top. Nice glaze with honey like this.
I'll move this out of the way.
Yeah. Thank you, dear. And we're going to caramelize. You don't need to add.
No, it's only delicate because it's still warm.
Else. Yes.
Right.
So skin down. Very gently, because obviously it's quite fragile. And you let it caramelize with that.
Well, I know you want to finish off these.
Yes, I'm going to.
So out of these comes the garlic, the shallot and the bouquet garlic, so I know you want to finish those off. Yeah. Don't forget that all today's studio recipes, including this one from Daniel, are on our website. Go to bbc.co.uk/Saturday Kitchen. You can find dishes from our previous shows at bbc.co.uk/recipes.
So you've done the dressing.
Dressing's done. That's got some plain olive oil.
Yes.
So plain olive oil. That's got some mustard and vinegar in there.
Yeah, and I need a spoon here, there, and I'm going to use a little bit of that lovely tasty.
I'll put that over there.
Yeah, and add that to the dressing. Right. So you're going to have a nice flavour of the lentils in it.
Do you want to sieve?
Yes, please.
The liquor off there. Yeah. So I'll pass that. Just pass it over there.
Thank you. Need a little bit of chop.
Sieve that. Because this is more of a salad you're looking for with this one, yeah?
Yes, correct, yeah. That's why we do a small dressing like this with chervil, which is a herb, as you know, because I use it quite a lot.
Well, the French do use it quite a lot. It's quite easy to get hold of in France, and I don't understand why we don't
Yeah,
have it in the UK.
I know, and I use it because it's such a great herb, and it's very difficult to get in here. I don't know why.
It's got like a little faint aniseedy sort of flavour.
Beautiful, and it goes very well with lentils.
But great with fish.
Great fish too.
Particularly as well.
Yeah.
So you want me to dress these lentils?
Voilà. Yes, like that.
Salt and pepper. You don't season, obviously, stuff till the end.
Till the end, because obviously we've got mustard, which is already quite strong and powerful there.
Those hot lentils will be absorbing the vinaigrette, Daniel, won't they?
Yes, they will.
Just kind of go in.
And they keep a bit loose, and it's almost a dressing and a salad because of that.
Very nice.
There you go. Put a little bit more of that in. That should be there for you. That will colour quite quickly because of the honey, won't it?
Very quickly, yeah.
Ready?
A lovely smell.
Yeah.
Do you want a... give you one of these?
Oh.
Yeah. Voilà, beautiful.
There you go.
Yeah, nice colour, perfect. Put the lentil on a plate.
So it's really just get the nice colour just in the pan.
That's it.
It's actually better doing it that way than you would do it in the oven, isn't it, really? I've never seen it done that way.
Yeah, I prefer. I think, look at the colour, you can see.
The only difference is if you've got a dinner plate, it's quite delicate because of the meat.
Yeah. And that's it, really.
Happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
So tell us what that is again.
So it's confit duck leg, brushed with honey and glaze, served with a lentil with a little bit of French dressing. Very simple.
Daniel, I've made your delicious duck dish, and I have to say that the duck on its own with that lovely glaze of honey works really well with a white wine. And it's an Australian Riesling like this that makes a good combination there. But we've got the puy lentils here too, and that earthy flavour, I think, demands something quite different. So for the dish overall, I've gone for a French red wine, and I've chosen the Waitrose Côte de Rhône Village 2009. It's interesting how certain wines pull out and emphasise particular characteristics of different dishes. Now, a wine like this Rhône, has a peppery quality, and that really emphasises the savouriness of Daniel's duck dish. It's got a lovely scent, really inviting. There's cassis, brambles, a little bit of mocha going on there. It's really yummy. What I really like about this particular wine is it's got everything I want from a Rhône red, in that it's ripe and it's soft and it's fairly full-bodied. And that's what we need, of course, to go with the duck and those lovely lentils. But it's not a particularly heavy or tannic example. In fact, the finish is quite fresh, and I think that is going to work so well with the vinaigrette dressing and that wonderful chervil. So, Daniel, I've gone for the red option, and I've picked a French classic at that. I hope you enjoy it.